The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I want to share with you a story that just happened to me this past Pesach. For Pesach, I went to a place called the Dominican Republic. The things I do for Klal Yisrael. I'm saying I give. So we get to the Dominican Republic. It's like right after Mitzrayim. Some Jews went to Sinai, some went to the Dominican. And we go to the Dominican Republic, and we get there. This hotel is not a hotel. It's like a main building and then a bunch of different like apartments. I'm not sure what you call it, probably like electric box or something, right? But it's a bunch of different apartments, not more than 2 floors. That's the whole thing. And it just goes all the way back, all the way here. And a 5-minute walk is the ocean. But before you get there, like this whole hotel is surrounded by a lake. It's surrounded by this body of water. We get there. My 4.5-year-old son says, I want to go swimming. He saw this lake. He goes, I want to go swimming. I said, okay, we can go swimming, but we're not going there. We're not going swimming there. He's like, I want to go swimming. I said, but not there because that's disgusting. So he's like, so when are we going to go? I said, we're going to go to the pool. We'll go to there. Fine. First day we ventured out. The beach, completely empty. It's like connected to the hotel, totally empty. But our kids there, people started coming. We're out. And then we go, there's a pool there. Fine. And every day, my son would see this body of water and he'd say, I want to go swimming. And I kept saying to him, okay, we can go to the pool. Another thing, we're not going in this water. So one day, we're at this like eating area center place of this hotel, we'll call it. And as we're there, my son is sitting with me. And I see one of my older kids walking out. And about, 15, 20 seconds later, my little boy walks and goes and follows. Fast forward. 15, 20 minutes later, my wife comes, and I was going to take my little kids. They're going to go swimming. Okay, I'll take you swimming. My wife comes out, and she goes, where's your little boy? I said, no, it's okay. He went with the older kid, the other one. She goes, with who? I said, with our daughter. Yeah. She goes, what, like the one sitting next to you? I mean, she looked a lot like her. Yeah, a lot like her. Like, what do you mean? Where is he? I'm like, he's fine. It's like what every man says whenever there's a problem. He's fine. So it's not only if a woman says fine. It's even if a man says fine. He's fine. So she's like, no, we got to find him. I'm like, okay, we'll find him. We'll go look for him. For some reason, we always get high pitch. So we start to go to the room. We go to one room. There's a couple different rooms there. Go to one. Not there. I'm sure he's in the other one. Not in the other. No, now I am telling you other one. Nope, not in the other one. This place is not big. Start walking around. Where would any kid be? Come on, you don't want to say that you've been on a Pesach program? Come on. In the lake. The tea room. For those unfamiliar with the tea room, you haven't lived. Or you actually will live, probably longer, because it's a lot of food there. So where is he? We start looking at the tea room. Now, okay, I'm not nervous. I'm looking around, but by the 7th time walking around, I'm getting a little nervous. Like, where is this kid? So now my wife is like flipping out, like, what's going to be? We have to call the police. We have to do that. When that happens, it's bad. Okay, we'll just call the police. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I'm going to go look. In the meantime, a little boy, not a little, 12-year-old boy says, I saw him. Where'd you see him? I saw him walking that way, like to a place we've never gone towards. Now, where's my first thought going towards, as you all said before? My first thought is like, oh, great, like the lake. That morning, it said to me, I want to go swimming. I said, not there. Anyway, I'm thinking the lake, oh my goodness, we can't find him. It's already 45 minutes that we're looking for this kid. We can't find him. So we're walking around. And as we're going all over the place looking for him, this 12-year-old boy, he's like on a mission. He's walking over to doors and just kicking down doors, like running in. People are like, ¿Qué es esto? And not everyone was Jewish there. And it goes ahead. Really, they were, but he comes in, he's like, you have a kid? I have a kid. Is it yours? Huh? Yeah, it's my kid. You sure? Yeah. All right. Shuts the door. Going everywhere. And I'm walking around and I'm in the zone. I'm just like focused. I got to find my kid. This is it. Like, I got to find him. Walking around. I'm looking. And I'm walking behind all of these like apartment things. I'm the guy when you look out your window and there's this creep walking by. It's like, I'm so sorry. Do you have a kid? Are they yours? I'm like walking around, knocking on every door. And then I'm thinking to myself, oh, please, Hashem, do not let this be like like Khalila, please don't this be like a headline. And I'm walking, I see the whole hotel is surrounded by water everywhere. I'm like, do I jump in here? Do I jump in there? Like, where do I jump in? Knocking every single door. And I say, Ribono Shalom, okay, I guess I have to be makabel something. I got to take something upon myself. So I start to think like, okay, what am I going to do? And I thought of something very big and I was like, okay, not a chance. How many times you need something like, I'm going to change, That's very big though. I don't know if I'm going to do that. And I'm being realistic. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I come up with something. I think of something that it is. And when I thought of what it was, I can't tell you what it is. I can, but I'm not going to. I was makabel. I said, I'm makabel. I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn Shas every day. But I'm not telling you what it was. And I go downstairs. I knock on the door. This is within 15 seconds. Nobody answers. I turn around. I'm walking. The door opens. I turn around. And a little boy walks out. He wasn't my son. I said, hey there, guy. You have any friends with you? And he goes, oh. And as soon as I say, oh, my son sticks his head out the door. I was like, hey. He goes, where were you? I want to go swimming. I said, not the right thing to say to me right now. When I'm on a mission, I just shut down all emotions and I just go straight for the goal. But as soon as we found him, my allergies started acting up like crazy. I'm just like sweating from my eyes. And the mothers, by the way, are the most incredible thing. They're an army. They're like, where'd you see him last? What color? What's going on? The guys are sitting there eating chocolate. It's fine. And they're walking him out trying to help. And I picked up my son and I never, he's 4.5. He could walk himself, but I pick him up and I'm walking with him. He's like, are we going to go? I'm like, yeah, I'm just, someone's like, is that the kid? I'm like, just can't, just saying Shema. I can't even, I'm so emotional with the whole thing. And I go ahead. My wife, thank God, everything's good. But my son still wants to go swimming. So I take him swimming. Everyone's looking at me. The whole place, we had sent the picture out to the whole group chat. Everyone's like looking for this kid. So we go to the pool. Some guy says to me like that. Listen to what he says. He says, oh, is that the troublemaker? I said, yeah, it is. So he says to me, tell me something. When you couldn't find your son, did you thank Hashem? And I was like, what a beautifully sensitive question to ask. Did you thank Hashem when you couldn't find your kid? Now, the truth is, why did he ask that question? Because the day before, I gave a shir, and I was talking about thanking Hashem even when things don't go well. So it was coming from the right place, his question. I was not insulted because he was at the shir. He was just saying to me, so did you thank Hashem during it? I said to him, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't. But the second after I found him, my first thought was, what a missed opportunity. At the opportunity when it was a challenge, it's easy to dance and say thank you when everything is great. What about when things don't seem so nice and so wonderful, so delicious? Are we then able to go and say, thank you, Hashem? Are we then able to say, thank you, Eibishter, thank you, Tati, thank you, my father, for whatever you're doing over, for whatever the challenge is? Positive. Bo ze dov. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it. But whatever challenge we're going through, it doesn't matter what it is. To be able to say this is good. It's all for us. Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org